Good morning, friends. Today we are going to solve simultaneous equation by new method. First we have seen by elimination method how to solve it. Then we have seen how to do it by substitution method. Now we are going to see how to solve it by determinant or by Cramer's method. Now let us see what do you mean by determinant first. Now if I represent four numbers in this way, for example A, B, C and D. Now this arrangement of numbers, we call this as a determinant and they are represented by capital letters. I can say this is equal to determinant. Say any capital name we can give. For example, this is determinant G, we say. Now, how to find value of determinant? So, have you understood what do you mean by determinant? There you can see there are two rows like this, and there are two columns. So in each row there are two elements, in each column there are two elements, and therefore degree of this determinant is 2. So you can see in this row there are two elements, in this column there are two elements, and therefore we say that degree of this determinant is 2. Now let us see how to find the value of this determinant, because to solve the simultaneous equation by determinant method we should know first how to find the value of determinants. So if this is arrangement, then value of G will be equal to A into D. So you're going to multiply these two numbers. From this you are subtracting B into C. This will give you value of your determinant. Please remember, first grow from your left hand side to right, and then from that subtract here like this, crisscross. So this is first and this is second. So this multiplication is first and this multiplication is second. Now let us put the values and find the value of determinant so that it will be easy for you to understand. Now see, I am putting the values and then we'll check. Let me put the values, okay. So for example, here it is 2, then minus 3, here it is 4 and here minus 5, say suppose. Now find the value of this determinant. By a rule, what is the value? Say this is determinant A. So what is value of A? A will be equal to 2 into minus 5. So first we have 2 into minus 5, and from this we are going to subtract what? 4 into minus 3. So from this 4 into minus 3. This is what we are going to get. So 2 into 5 is 10, plus into minus is minus. So value of this is minus 10. Then you have this minus sign. Again in bracket 4 3s are 12. This 4 is having plus sign. Plus into minus is minus. So this becomes minus 12. Let us open the brackets. What we have? Minus 10. Minus into minus will be plus 12. And value of this determinant 12 minus 10 will be 2. Okay. So I hope you have understood how to find the value of determinant. So if you can find the value of determinant, then we can go for it to solve to solve simultaneous equation by determinant method. Just see now. We have seen how the equations are represented. The general form of the linear equation in two variables is what? We have ax plus by, okay, plus c is equal to 0. This is the general form of linear equation. But while writing given two simultaneous equations or two linear equations in two variables, which we call them as simultaneous equation, and if we want to solve it by Cramer's rule, then this arrangement is not used. Please keep well in mind. We have to take this c that side. So both the equations, now we are having two equations, for example a1x plus b1y is equal to C1. This is the form which is expected for Cramer's rule. C should be at the right hand side of equal to sign. This is standard form of linear equation, and this is what we expect to be converted to solve the equations by Cramer's or determinants method. Second equation will be a2x plus b2y will be equal to c2. So if the equations are given in this form, you have to convert first both the equations into this form. That means what? Constant number should be at the right hand side. Only x and y should be at the left hand side of equal to sign. So this is not expected. General or standard form of linear equation is not expected in determinant method. Now, before we start with the Cramer's rule, let me tell you, Gabriel Cramer was a great mathematician. He was born in Geneva and he worked as a professor also in Geneva. He was a very well-versed, we can say, mathematician who got a doctorate just at the age of 18. Now, he has designed this method, and therefore, this method of solving simultaneous equation by using determinants is also called as Cramer's method or Cramer's rule. Now let us see how to solve the equations by this method. Now let me take first two equations. First equation we can write 5x plus 3y, 5x plus 3y is equal to minus 11. So this is first equation, and second we can have 2x plus 4y is equal to minus 10. So we'll have 2x plus 4y is equal to minus 10. I have taken equations from your 10th standard textbook itself. Now let us see how to solve the simultaneous equation by this method. So let's start. So what is the first rule? We are going to write the equations in the form where constant terms are on the right hand side. Here they are already in the right hand side, so you don't have to do any conversions over here. Now let us start. In this method, first let me tell you, we have to find the value of determinant d, we have to find the value of determinant dx, and we have to find the value of determinant dy. Once we get this three, then I will tell you how to find x and y. So first let us see what do you mean by d. Now remember that in this case, to find the value of determinant d, we have to write 2 rows and 2 columns or a determinant where these constant terms are omitted. Are you understanding me? We are going to omit the constant columns. So minus 10 and minus 11 we are going to omit, and we are going to write only the coordinates of x and y. So first we are writing x coordinate, below that second x coordinate, then we have y coordinate of first and y coordinate of second equation, that is 4. That's 4. Okay. So how to find d? Omit the constants. Only write first coordinate of x variable, coordinate of y variable as 5 and 3. Then coordinates of x and y of second linear equation. Is this clear? Now we have to solve this so as to get the value of d. Now we can do it. First we'll solve d and then I'll tell you dx. So what is the value of d? We can solve it over here. We have 5 into 4, okay, minus we have 2 into 3. This into this minus this into this. Crisscross. 5 4s are 20 minus 3 2s are 6. So what we have? 20 minus 6, that is equal to 14. So we got value of d. Alright. So I am writing value of d over here as 14. So we got d as 14. Now let us find dx determinant value. Now listen to me very carefully. While finding dx, we are going to replace this x coordinates y by constants. So for 5, I am going to write minus 11. So at the place of x coordinate, I will write minus 11. At the place of 2, I am going to write minus 10. So we have omitted both the x coordinates and they are replaced by constants. Alright, and y coordinate will remain as it is, 3 and 4. This is to be done while we are finding x value. To find x value or x determinant, we are going to omit the coordinates of x and use constant and y coordinates. Now let us find this. What we will have? Minus 11 into 4 minus 10 into 3. So we have 11 4s are 44 and minus sign. So minus 44 minus 10 3s are 30. Minus into plus will be minus. So we have minus 30. Now open the brackets. We have minus 44 minus into minus plus 30. So what answer we got? Minus 44 plus 30 will give you minus 14. Minus 14. This is the value of what? dx. So we have dx is equal to minus 14. Now let us find dy. Okay. It's very easy method. Once you understand how to solve the determinants, it's a piece of cake. Now we are going to find dy. As we have done for dx, what is to be done? Now replace y coordinates with constants. So write the determinant. We are going to write x coordinates as it is, 5 and 2. And in place of y coordinates, we are going to write minus 11 and minus 10. Okay, let me write this little far apart. So we have minus 11 and minus 10. This is determinant. Now let us find dy. How to find dy? 5 into minus 10. So 5 into minus 10. From this we are going to subtract 2 into minus 11. Okay. So what we got? 5 tens are 50 plus into minus minus. So we have minus 50 minus 22. 11 twos are 22. Just open the bracket and see what you got. Is equal to minus 50 minus into minus plus 22. So minus 50 plus 22 will give you minus 28. So this is equal to minus 28. That is what we got, the value of dy. So we'll have dy as minus 28. So we got dy is equal to minus 28. Now we have d, we have dx, we have dy. Now the question remains how to find x. So it's very, very easy. What is x? Dx upon d. Dx upon d. What is dx? Minus 14. So you have minus 14 upon what is d? 14. So you got minus 1. Easy, no? And what is y? Looking at this, yes, it is dy upon d. What is dy we have calculated? Minus 28 upon 14. This comes out to be minus 2. So we got x and y values. So what is our answer? Answer is, first always we write x coordinate and then we write y coordinate. So what will be our answer? Our answer will be first is x. How much we got x? Minus 1 comma minus 2. So this is the solution of our equation. So what is the final answer I am writing at the top? So we got minus 1 comma minus 2. So we have answer minus 1 comma minus 2. Very easy method, no? Yes. So once you understood the arrangement of columns of dx, dy and d, it is very easy. Do not forget to take the coefficients along with the signs. Now here there was no minus sign in x and y, but if here is minus 5x or here minus 3x, you have to take the value along with the sign. Take the coordinates along with the sign. I hope it's clear. Okay, thank you.